beautiful day, so I thought I'd go live. I'm trying to see who's going to come in. Welcome to Times Square. Welcome to Times Square. Welcome to the live stream. Say hello. Give the live stream a thumbs up. That would be most appreciated by the host. This is Pinay New Yorker live in Times Square. I'm perched up here, looking down. Thanks for the thumbs up. Of course, it's Marie. Oh wow, welcome, welcome. Maraming salamat. I kind of expected you'd come. Sabi ko, it has to be Marie or Mitchie or both of them will come. Thumbs Lababob. Thank you. As always, I knew you would be here. Sabi ko, at least Marie and Mitchie will come. I just thought I'd take the chance because I had the opportunity to come to Times Square today. And as you can see, it's very, very busy. Lots of people. And you hear the soundtrack of New York City with all the sirens, especially today. It's the UN General Assembly. Laging ganito dito. It's always like this. And this is a day when a lot of people decided not to stay in the city because of the UN General Assembly. So it's always like this. And the lights even get brighter as the skies grow darker. I've never tried doing it from here. I'm on top of a riser. Well, thanks for taking us. Yes, I thought I'd try because I wanted to check the reception. I'm not doing any boosting in terms of Wi-Fi signal. There's a prenup shoot there. May bagong kasal. Mabuhay ang bagong kasal. So you hear all the different languages being spoken around. It's truly the melting pot. Ayan, ang dami-daming tao. It's always like this. Thank you. We should give them a toast. I don't have the champagne though. That's so sweet. I think I always love it when I see shoots like this. Sometimes I see them in Grand Central. We will wait for Miss Michi. Nasa harang pa siya. Thank you so much for everyone who's here. Please give the live stream a thumbs up. Just taking you here to Times Square today. I thought I'd test the signal like I said. I'm not using any boosting from Wi-Fi. Also no microphones and just the phone on a gimbal. Maraming salamat, Miss Michi. How are you? So this might make up my live stream for the day already because after I do this, I'm going to have a ton to edit. It will take me a while to go home, so I don't know how long I will stay. Depends on the battery life of the phone, I guess. It was 80% when I got here. So it's always this crowded, yes. And I guess people Good morning, Mitch Manalo from New York City. People take the time to rest here. So nakikiupo kaming lahat. We're all seated. They close this though when it rains. So when it rains, this whole walkway gets slippery. So they close it. But it's a very good perch of Times Square and a good way to see what's happening down there. It might be sensory overload for some though, because there really is a lot of people. There are also benches on the sides. But the movement of people is just really so dynamic. Laging matao. Oh, inggit ako doon sa drink. I have my seltzer but it's in my backpack. Came ready. I really planned to do this today. So I said I would bring my backpack so I don't have to, oops, sorry. So that I don't have to carry 2 bags. Yan. So today was me day. And I said, okay, let's try Times Square. Is it raining? No, ano lang yan, reflection yan nung ad. It hasn't rained yet, but it is kind of cloudy if you look up. It's kind of cloudy. Ayan. So I'm almost expecting it to rain, but I have my umbrella anyway, so okay lang. Ayan. Maraming salamat sa lahat po nang nandyan. I see 3 people in the house. And then I just want to, like I said, show you Times Square as it is right now. Yes. So this is end of the day. Like I said, it's surprisingly crowded. A lot of the people from the offices stayed home or have left doing using other means rather. Kasi ma-traffic, it's super traffic. President Trump is in New York City today. And there's a lot of receptions tonight. So a lot of people are moving around. Streets are being closed. There's a lot of black cars. Maraming security, ikot ng ikot kung saan-saan. Thank you so much, Mitch Manalo and Marie Salas for keeping me company. And third person in the house, say hello. Thank you so much again. And so this goes on and on and on. And even in fact at midnight, they have what they call the midnight moment. It runs from 11:57 to 12 midnight. All these screens will show a synchronized video. Sometimes it's artwork, but it's set to music or narration. And there was a time a Filipino artist was featured. I think it was 2 years ago, early in the inception of the midnight moment. So if you look that up online, you'll see that a Filipino artist based, I think, in California was featured. So even just watching the ads is like a spectacle. So yeah. So there are 2 sides. The ball drops behind me ba? The ball drops actually there. Ayan, the one in the middle. Welcome to the live stream. I am live streaming from Times Square today, trying to test this. Grabe, no, and it's so vibrant. See, there's a lot of 3D billboards. My gimbal is sort of not working properly, so you'll have to bear with me. And then they have a Hershey store right there. Siyempre, ever-present naman ang aming mga protectors. New York's finest are here, everywhere. And you'll see a lot of them actually. So, hindi naman, you feel safe. So, when people ask, is New York a safe place? Yes, it is, especially in places like this, where we see a very huge presence and we really feel the presence of New York's finest. Yan ang aming NYPD, especially now they're in full force because of the UN General Assembly. So security is very tight. Yeah. So even just watching the billboards, it rotates after like maybe 30 seconds to a minute because some of the ads are really long also. Some are actually static, meaning it's the same advertiser all throughout. But yeah, it's fun to sit here if it's not very hot or if it's not very cold. Rock Solid Passion, hello, welcome to the live stream. You know, I stopped by your live stream earlier. I'm actually going to write you an email about something different and also to help with the live streaming. MLSO, Rock Solid Passion. Rock Solid Passion is one of the friends we're trying to help. She has already a 2,000 sub house, but we do need help with watch hours. Thank you so much, Rock Solid. Always there, and thank you for acknowledging me. I had gone into a live stream earlier. Not earlier, but maybe 2 days ago, one of your friends. And I went in and I was just ignored, which was sad. I thought at first she didn't see me, but then, oh, good, 1,360, we're getting on. So I don't know if she was just not seeing me. But when I looked at the live stream chat replay, my chats were there. It was just being ignored. So it was sad. No, I'll email you about it. I don't really want to talk about it here because we are being happy being here in Times Square. Michi, makikikain ako ng almusal. What's for breakfast today? Michi is from the Philippines and they're having breakfast right now. I am trying to decide what I will have for dinner, although I'm not particularly hungry. And I still have to move from here to Queens where I live. So it's either I take the subway, we sometimes take the 7 train, or I will take the express bus, which is not such a good idea these days because President Trump is in the house. So traffic and security is very tight. So sometimes when he's here and the UN General Assembly is happening, certain streets are closed because security would want the traffic for them to flow without any interruption. So we're a little crazed here right now. But you know, that's New York for you. It happens once a year, so we know to anticipate it. Life goes on for most of us. This is one of the hard things about live streaming from Times Square. It picks up a lot of what might be copyrighted music or audio. And when that happens, sometimes I have to not really bleep it, but I have to put audio on top of it so that I can monetize the live stream later. So we will get the tags as they come when YouTube processes. But this is a very dynamic place, I think, which really encapsulates what New York City is about. So I've been going around taking my vids, of course. But I said, let me do a live stream and let's see what happens. And I'm going to review this later. Because sometimes I would have wanted to walk, but if I walk, the problem is that it's going to be static. There would be a lot of static. So it would move too much. So that billboard there has a sister billboard behind me. Mamaya ikot ako, I'll go around and turn around. And during the New Year, everybody and the concert stages are set right here in the middle, right there. And the ball actually drops from that point. So it goes down. Where did you see the 2025? So Times Square is so named because the New York Times building is originally one of the buildings on either end. I'm trying to figure out which one. I think it's the one behind me. So the New York Times now has a new building over there, a few blocks down. And it's a very modern building, but of course, Times Square was named after them. So that's the reason why this is Times Square. It was really named after the New York Times way before. Now early, I think, if not 1800s, 1900s. So I'm a postcard collector and I have vintage postcards of this place as it looked before, and it was already called Times Square. So there are a lot of influencers going around. There's a lot of content creators taking videos and trying to capture the vibe of the city. There's really a lot for everybody. There are characters you can post with, but of course, if you post with them, you have to pay them. Nothing is free. I did find surprisingly a water station where you can refill your bottle, and all you have to do is put your container under the spout, like a digital water fountain. So that's a new addition. But I think some people are trying to freshen up with it by spraying themselves with the water. There are also performing groups who corner parts of the plaza. So this is Greeley Plaza. And, oh, Duffy Park. Duffy Park. This is named after Francis Duffy. Rock solid passion, that must be rare there for the water. Well, you know, water here is very expensive if you end up buying bottled water wherever. So, you know, that is a welcome respite from having to buy. For example, when I was researching Italy, over there are so many fountains where you can refill your water bottle. So they really encourage the tourists to bring their own water bottles. Makichika tayo sa kanila. So that we also have some 3D billboards. You can see one over there. I always have fun watching what's on them. Lagi yan nakakatuwa. And believe it or not, for those from the Philippines, Jollibee was able to corner some of these when they started their store over at Times Square. Major expense yan, ah. And they had more than one screen. So imagine that. Their store here is somewhere in that area. It's closer to that vertical billboard. So this again is major real estate here in New York City. So for Jollibee to be able to have a spot here, that was a major investment, which I'm sure they are recouping because people, both Filipinos and non-Filipinos, go into the store. They're all very interested what the fuss is about, and when they hear it's all about the chicken, so here they push the chicken more than the burgers. I don't know why they're all honking their horns. It's always like this here. Traffic is always kind of heavy, especially at this time, but I guess there's more agitation because of the UN General Assembly. So over there, see? Rock solid passion. Enjoy your chicken dinner. I'm thinking if I'm gonna get some chicken on the way home, if I go local, there's a chicken place there called Racing Canes. If I do the straight route, I might have to grab something before I hop on the bus. The bus goes every top of the hour. So we shall see. I just really wanted to share the vibe of Times Square with the folks back home and those who are not in New York City. So that's the kind of traffic that moves in and out here. Rock solid passion. I feel like I am watching the news. That is awesome. You sound so great and well spoken. Love all the info you are talking about. Well, it's just like you when you talk about your rocks, my dear. I am so amazed at how you can turn those rocks into something shiny and pretty. But I know that takes a lot of effort. I would really seriously want to try, but I'm asthmatic, so I'm just afraid that the byproducts, the dust, will get to me. So, see, you are welcome, and I look forward to watching more of your videos. My friends Mitchie and Marie who are here are watchers. They're not really content creators, but we will post you and get you connected with more of our friends. I know you go to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth really has quite an audience. You are welcome, Rock Solid Passion. I hope you enjoy dinner. I might email you tonight, if not tomorrow. I was really meaning to. I found your email address in the profile already. Rock Solid Passion is waving at Mitchie Manalo. Marie Salas is just right there. What's for breakfast, Marie? Sige nga, inggitin niyo ako. Ano almusal ngayon? Hindi pa. Sabi ko pa naman, I keep telling myself, hola Marie Salas, I keep telling myself I'm not hungry. But because everybody's talking about food, I have to start thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner. You can see there's, ayan, mamaya yan because the light is still, the brightness is being divided between the skies and the ambient mood here. So mamaya when it's darker, the lights actually become even brighter. See, there's a group performing down there. Marie Sala says hi to Rock Solid Passion. Mabait yan. Pero yung kahapong nag-etchapuera sa akin, galing sa kanya. Pero hindi siya. So yes, we're trying to support Rock Solid Passion. I stayed at her live earlier and watched the video. So yeah, just go ahead, Rock Solid. Don't worry, we will support you. See, mamaya yan, there's a dance. Sometimes they do acrobatics. Hindi naman nang bubudol yan, kaya lang sometimes they force, not really force, but they put people on the spot for the donations. There's one over there, then there's another group that's probably over there. Yan ang dapat isiping gimmick sa Pilipinas eh. They dance and they do acrobatics. But these are not professional groups, see? Ayan, nagsasayaw sila. And then before you know it, a crowd's going to gather around them. They have a bucket for the tips. So I'm curious to find out later when I review the live stream if all that movement is not being pixelized. Klaro naman, is it a clear transmission or am I lagging? I'm almost afraid to use the MiFi because the last time I used the MiFi, it lagged. So I think, using just the cellular data or the cellular signal is going to be sufficient. Rock Solid Passion says clear on my end. Very good. I'm glad to hear. So this is the first time really I'm doing this. I usually go walk around and take vids, but I don't do a live stream from here. Ayan, nagpe-perform and I am watching in 144 pixels, I guess. So yeah, they gather a crowd. And it's a very, very dynamic show. Minsan yan, they even have audience participation. Tama, pagod na yung mga nasa harapan ko, nagtanggal na ng sapatos. Pagod na sila. See? So that's the street show. Right now they're just running around. I wonder what they're gonna do. Because sometimes it's like a very neatly choreographed number, but sometimes they just walk around like that, and then they do cartwheels and stuff. Tapos mangongolekta ng tip yan mamaya. And there's like a whole crew of them. They even have Cash App, the equivalent of GCash here. They give their Venmo, their Zelle. So if you don't, may MC pa yan. So somebody's screaming out what they're gonna do. When they're asking the crowd to get closer. I mean, for them to be that huge a group means rumarakat talaga sila. And then you'll see the performance later, whatever it is. Sometimes they have like a comedian doing a spiel in the middle. Ang tagal ng setup, ano? I have watched this up close sometimes, but it's quite a commitment to do it. Like their shows usually last like 30 minutes. Mahirap kumita ng pera, Michi Manalo. And then they'll get volunteers, no? And usually they'll get donations from the volunteers as well. Why are they? It's a very interesting show, and then they have somebody doing the same thing across the street. Doon naman banda. So they don't hear each other, and it's a totally different crowd. So it depends which one you want to watch. Ano na ba? Magtatamblingan ba sila? Patience, patience. Alam nyo, marami silang turistang nabubudol dito. A lot of them fall for that. And then when you give your donation, minsan ano yan, kakansyawan ka pa pag maliit lang. So syempre kahiyaan na kasi in front of everybody, diba? But it is a performance. So it depends on what kind of entertainment you really want. This is part of the entertainment here in Times Square. Ayan, it's getting darker. So if you look, everything is getting more stark. Ayan. Well, you know, some people give dollars lang. Hindi naman nag-aano yan ng mahal. Pero minsan, hinihinga nila ng $20, $10, yung ganon. So, I mean, for that crew, that's a huge crew. I think there are at least 10 or a dozen of them. So, for that to work, and they do it on the hour. So, magpapahinga yan sandali after this show. Tapos, hihirit sila ulit. Rock solid passion. May I ask what you prefer to be called? Pinay? Pinay New Yorker? Sis po, ate, your first name? You can call me Pinay. That's fine. It's just that sometimes there's more Pinays than there are monikers around here. So that's fine. You can call me Pinay, rock solid. Oh, how do you wish me to call you? Rock solid? Okay. Like ate is really for somebody that's a sign of respect for someone who's older. Michi Manalo, $20 is fine. Para naman may mabili na nakakabusog. Hindi, tsaka ang dami nila. It is a crew. See, now they have the MC walking around. If you see, he's the guy. Hold on. Where is he? There. Hindi ko makita. Oh, ayan, oh. So that's the host. He's talking to the crowd. And they really hype the crowd, ah. So they'll do this show for maybe 20, 30 minutes and then they'll rest. And then they'll do another show. So this goes on and on. Diba? Walang patid yan. Let's see, what are they doing? Are they dancing? They're hyping the crowd. Ayan na naman yung hype. I don't even know what time. Mainit, may fan ako eh. Saan nyo naman? I keep prepared. I always travel with this one. Oh. Diba? May fans Pinay New Yorker. They always have a crowd because this place is never empty. The only time I saw this empty was during COVID, as in no one was here. And it felt so sad. It took a while for the crowds to come back because the hotels were closed and there were no flights and then a lot of restrictions were in place. But when it was lifted, it came back with a bang. Ayaw pawisan si host. Michi, ay naku, pinapawisan na nga ako. Kaya lang para makatagal ako dito. I still have my backpack on. So I wanted to do a walk around, like an ambient walk. But I can't do it if I'm live streaming because you'll hear me talking. Ayan, may nagtatumbling na, oh. Nagka-cartwheel si kuya. Ganyan-ganyan lang, gagawin nila. Tapos they're going to put 3 or 4 people in a row and then jump over them. May nagbe-break dancing dun sa gitna. Somebody's performing the moves. headstand. Also, when the crowd is up close, it allows them to sort of have a human curtain. Parang may fence. O, diba? Sige, tumambling lang tumambling. Mahirap nga kumita ng pera. Medyo Manalo, parang mabalian naman sila sa ginagawa nila. Yun nga ang bentahin nila. You know, it's the being daring. Walang puknat yan hanggang mamayang gabi. They'll be here until like midnight. I don't know what the last show is. I do know in the morning, I think it's around 11-ish. Siyempre naman, kailangan nilang matulog. They're very good at hyping the crowd. Medyo, that's not a very big crowd there. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 people thick. Ngayon, it's only one, right now, it's only one level. Rock Solid says, need to go finish dinner, my friend. I'll be looking to hear from you. Thank you for the awesome live stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, Rock Solid Passion. Have a great evening and enjoy your dinner. Good night. Yan. Ito naman, ano siya, I think it's from a foreign network. Kukuha sila ng newscast. Kanina pa sila nandyan. Hindi sila magkamaliliw. Pumuesto na siya. Rock Solid Passion says, nice to meet you, Mitchie and Marie. Mabait siyan. Kaya lang kaibigan niya yung nag-echapera sa akin the other day. And yes, I continue to help her. Kanina, I was at her channel. What happened? Ano na ganap doon sa mga nagtatumbling doon? I can't really see. Before yung mga ganyan, nag-ano sila choreographed dancing. I guess not anymore. Ang maingay naman ata yung kabilang crowd. The other crowd is over there. Ayan, it's over there. They're over there. That's a different group doing that. Nice to meet you too, Mitchie. Manalo tells Rock Solid Passion. Mga kapatid, yan ang Times Square. The crowd never thins. Laging ganyan yan. Kaya umulan or whatever, the crowd is like this. So imagine. It never ends. It's really literally the city that never sleeps. Grabe naman kasi yung visual delight din. It's very spectacular in the same way that Grand Central is very attractive to the tourists, di ba? Grabe yung ad ng doc, ha? 2 sides siya. So that ad for that show is on the right and it's also on the left. My budget. Yun lang ang masasabi ko, may budget sila. Marie Salas, parang hindi ko kayang magstay ng matagal sa ganyang kadaming crowd. No, sometimes it's a sensory overload for some people. And it can be quite overwhelming, especially for those who are sensitive. And it can be too much. Ako actually, 100 lang ako dito. I also cannot stay long here if I weren't live streaming. 100 lang ako dito, hindi na ako babalik. Hindi na ako nagpapaikot-ikot. So what I would usually do, and this is what I advise other people, right? I stay in one corner, take a minute or 2 minutes video, and then ikot ako. Marie Sala says, I feel suffocated. Yes, it is suffocating, true. Kasi ang daming tao, lalo na yung kainitan ng araw in the summer. Oh my goodness. It's scorching hot over here and they're all over, diba? Tapos yung init, so imagine during the day, all the lights are still on. So those people who do this, I always suggest you do it once during the day and once at night because the vibe is different. But the whole thing is the same. It doesn't really change. So it's not like may special palabas sa gabi, but you know, the light, if you look now, the reflection of the light is very different. Marisa, alas, lahat sila palabas ng house pag may sun. Ay naku, hindi sila takot sa araw. Tayo, di ba takot tayo sa araw? In fact, my umbrella is always black kasi black is the only color that will really block UV rays. Sila, they embrace the sun. They really like, they worship the sun, which is amazing. Right? Bakit ayaw niya mag-decrease? Yan na ba yun? I guess yan na yun. I'm trying to decrease my magnification. Ay, si Kuya ayaw tumabi. Ito naman alit dyan sa may, sa may kanan. Alam niya na nag-LS ako eh. Tinitingnan niya ako. Like I care. This is New York. You can do anything here. In fact, dyan sa crowd na yan, may mga nag-iikot. Naka two-piece sila. Minsan naka-paint lang yung kanilang harapan. Oh, I missed that. What did you say? Marie Filipino is done with the sun. We have enough melanin. We don't need it. Diba? Like I said, that's also the reason why we don't wrinkle very quickly or as badly as Caucasians do because we have more melanin in our skin. So magpasalamat tayo dun sa ating pagiging morena, sa ating pagiging brown. Huwag nating hangarin na maging Caucasian tayo. Kasi with that comes all the wrinkles. Biro mo 20s, 30s pa lang, ang dami-dami na nilang peka sa mukha. Marisa, oh my, yeah, if you notice, diba? If you see their pictures, just around the lips, we don't see that, not even in our 40s. I don't have that, and I'm in my 50s already, right? Almost 60 na nga. Iba talaga ang ganda ng Pilipina. We have a different kind of skin, for example, and I guess it's also diet and lifestyle kasi diba, we don't really abuse our bodies. Marisa, alas, yun lang ang pangit sa kanila, balat na puro pekas. Oo, tsaka sila, magaspang. So one thing I didn't realize was, I always presumed lahat ng babae makinis ba? Like when you see that they're flawless, they're smooth. And I was told by somebody, and this was a Caucasian man who said, no, there are women who are actually rough-skinned. Sabi ko kasi ako, I'm always kasi yung hinimas niya ako sa kamay lang. Sabi niya, you're so smooth. Even my niece from the Philippines says that, ay tita, you're so smooth. Sabi ko, all you have to do is put lotion. It doesn't take a spa or any special treatment to achieve that kind of smoothness. You just have to take care of yourself. Hindi pala totoo yun. Akala ko all women were like that. Normal. Sometimes it looks like it freezes on my end. For example, when I'm doing this from my dining room, diba? And then it actually starts moving pala while I'm trying to fix it. Nakikita ko yung sarili ko later at the replay. Gumagalaw. So, gumagalaw naman daw yung actual video sa camera. Hindi ko lang nakikita. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng naririto. You didn't answer me what's for breakfast. Ano almusal natin? Cheese whiz, pandesal, longganisa. Of course, everybody's taking vids, no? Itong mama sa harap ko ayaw umurong. Tumayo siya sa harap ko tapos naka-block siya. So, nahihirapan akong mag-vid. Sandali. I-video ko lang sila kasi para naman sa shorts. Ayan o, ayaw niya gumalaw. Ay, ayan. So, nandun siya sa gilid ng aking frame. Which is okay lang. Ay, upo. Nauna ako dito. Huwag niyo akong i-chopper. Ay, tinamaan niya ako. Bawal dito yan. You know, dito merong such a thing as respect your space. Ang mga Amerikano is very, very defensive and insistent on that. Diba? You respect the space. Ay, atra si Papa, ayaw daw niya. Gusto ng mga anak umakyat kasi gusto nila magkodakan sa taas. It's actually it's a good spot to take pictures kasi makukuha mo yung vista below, looking down. But you can also achieve the effect on ground level, pero the camera will be eye level, imbis na looking down. So, this is a must if you visit, of course. And especially if you're only doing a day, I always suggest to people, you should do it at the start of your visit and also before you leave New York City. Because it is quite a view. It's quite a spectacle when you look at it at night. So, ayan yung nakikita nila sa likod. Ayan. Ayan yung, nasa likod niyan yung original Times Square. Ayan. So, you can see all the people who are here. We're all resting. They had the same idea as me. Ginaya ko lang sila. No, this is my favorite perch. Kasi lalo na pagka may mga BTS ads, usually, nandyan yan sa likod. This big screen here. Dyan. Meron niyang Hershey sa baba. When that place opened, they allowed me to take vids, but the request was not to take vids of people, just the products, which I respected. So, pumapayag naman sila dito pag content creator ka. Especially if I enter with a gimbal, no? I usually don't do the DJI Osmo kasi that's a little intrusive. But a gimbal, if you hold it close to you, it's easier to control. Sorry. It's alright. I just got startled. It's alright, don't worry. Merong cord na medyo tumama-tama sa akin. Kung mga puti yan, ay naku, nagkatinginan na sila ng masama. Dito pa, kahit na ganyan na, makita mo, hindi sila magkakadikit. Diba? Hindi yan magpupumilit magdikit-dikit. Plus, you have to leave space for people to go down. Michi Manalo says, I don't like Reese chocolate. I don't know why. I have a confession to make. Ako din ayoko. I like peanut butter as palaman. I don't like peanut butter as like flavor for any other candy. So ayoko, miski yung peanut butter cookie, I don't like it. I like it as palaman. I'm sorry. And then I was so happy, di ba Lily's peanut butter tayo. I found a brand here in the States. And now, of course, I forget what the brand is, but I found it in one of the organic groceries. And it really does taste like Lily's peanut butter kasi they market it as honey peanut butter. So yung tamis is because of the honey. What's the name of that? Ay, naku, naman ako tamaan ng cord niya. Isa pa. Hindi porket nagla-livestream ako dito, di ako mga aaway. Michi Manalo, kalma lang kasi tayo host ng mga Pinoy. Hahabaan ng pasensya para sa ikatatahimik ng life natin. Kaya nga ako nandito sa corner, no? If you look at me, I've seated like, ganyan, nakaupo ako dito sa corner. Ito ako, ayan. I'm seated here. I'm just quietly perched here. Wala akong paka sa kanila. Gusto ko lang mag-LS. Too much sweet for me, maybe. Michi Manalo says, no, I think it's the flavor. Kasi I love chocolate. So I like Hershey's. I like Nestle Crunch. There was a time, ang Hershey bars, meal ko yan, hindi yan isa lang. Pag kumain ako, I would eat the entire XL, yung extra large na bar. I mean, I'm that kind of a chocolate eater. Pero never ako talaga nag-like ng peanut. Ayoko rin ng coconut. For some reason, I love coconut as is. But I don't like it with chocolate. So, I don't know. Kanya-kanya siguro tayong trip. And then, some people prefer dark. My question to you guys, do you prefer dark or milk chocolate? Ako kasi milk talaga. Siguro nakadalawang amo na ako, puro dark. So, tuwing magre-regalo ko yung mamahaling chocolate, kailangan dark. Kasi ang hirap nila regaluhan, di ba? Hindi naman ako makakabili ng gamit na wala sila. So, I indulge them with their chocolate, with their chocolate passion. Do you prefer milk or dark? Ako milk. Milk talaga. Dark is too strong for me. Ayan, so you can see the light, the atmosphere is changing. The ambiance is totally different now that it's darker. 'Diba? Nandito pa rin yung mga kasama ko. Kanina pa rin sila dito. Wala talagang alisan. Pati bayan. So I'm just trying to show you Times Square, and I'm hoping those who will see the replay later will enjoy the live immersion into the very busy and very dynamic crowd here in Times Square. This is Pinay New Yorker live streaming from New York City. Ay, nagko-Kodak siya. Sige, kukunan ko siya, 'di ba? Ayan. Alam nilang nagla-livestream ako. Wala akong pake. Wala naman pakialamanan dito. Like, you know, if I put up a tripod, let's say, because on this area, unlike Grand Central, you're allowed to put up tripods. If I put up one, wala makikialam. Kanya-kanya yan. In the middle, actually, you will see content creators dancing and then doing their photo shoots. Walang pakialaman. Marisa says, I like Kit Kat. You know, I like that with ice cream or as is. It's a very good snack. And I like the different flavors they've come up with. Pero hindi masyadong hit sa akin yung green tea. I liked it for the variety, but I didn't really like it as a flavor. Yung plain lang, I'm happy with that. I'm so happy with Kit Kat plain. Thank you so much for those who have entered the live stream. Please don't forget to give the live stream a like. This is Pinay New Yorker live streaming from Times Square in New York City. So, yan. This is going to comprise my live stream for the day, folks. So, I'm not going to go online anymore after this. It's been a productive day. I had a very good afternoon. I'm going to have dinner after this. Then I'm heading home. Ihatid ako. So, what's the chocolate from Germany? That's what I want. Milka ba? No, Milka is Swedish, I think. Lindt naman is Swiss. And then, oh my God, the other one I'm forgetting is Belgian. Godiva is Belgian. Pero hindi yun ang best chocolate nila. Pero yun yung parang Goya nila sa Belgium. When I go to a place, I always try to sample their artisanal chocolates. Yung bang gawa ng maliliit na chocolate maker, hindi yung commercially sold. Although I also go for that. For example, pag pumunta ako ng Hong Kong, pupunta ako ng grocery talaga to buy yung mga everyday chocolates nila. Siyempre, pag umuwi ako ng Pilipinas, ang damakmak na Hershey. I actually wait for the chocolate bars to go on sale. Tapos bumibili ako ng marami. And then, yun ang pasalubong ko usually. Yan, at saka syempre different varieties of Chips Ahoy, Oreo. You can never go wrong with that. So there's a parade, not a parade. There's just like a lot of cops. May ini-escortan yan. Hindi naman dadaan si Presidente dito. Doon sa mga main streets dadaan yun. I remember one UN General Assembly Week, si Bush nadaan doon sa kanto mismo na tinatayuan ko. Kumakaway naman sila kahit na tinted yung glass at saka obvious alam nila na they can't put the windows down. Kumakaway sila. Michi Manalo says, I think Switzerland pala. Lindt ba yun? Wrong spelling, sorry. L-I-N-D, wala lang H. Yes, alam mo, paborito ng pamilya ko yan. And here you can order them in bulk, so much so that they can be, yung truffles nila can be as low as 21 cents a piece. Eh di ba minsan yun pag binili mo ng tingi-tingi, $1 isa. So I buy that in bulk. Sabi nila kahit nakalimutan mo na lahat ng ibang pasalubong, wag lang yung chocolate na Lindt. So I buy that, siguro I will do the 300 or 500 pieces. Tapos hati-hatiin namin yan. One for each sibling, so there's 4 of us, my mother. Nakikihati ako kasi yun yung pinapasalubong ko sa ibang tao. Wala akong pakinatingin ng tingin si kuya. Ako'y nagla-livestream. 'Di ba? Kasi nadidinig nila nagkukwento ako. Well, that's the purpose of the live stream. That's why I'm up here. If I were down there, the atmospheric sound would be even louder. Hindi niyo ako maririnig. O si Lola nag-360 siya. Ginagawa ko rin yan at gagawin ko rin yan mamaya. Oy, napagod na sila. Aalis na sila. Goodbye. Ako, dito muna po ako. Anong oras na ba? Sabihin ko kaya dito sa isang mama, magbabas na lang ako pa uwi kasi mata-traffic pabalik at saka palabas. It's too much. Anyway, so see, everybody's taking pictures. You know, that's very common here naman. This is really a photo spot and people really go here. Tanggal kasi siya ng sapatos. People really go here to enjoy the sights. It's a very different kind of vibe. And I think it encapsulates what New York is as the city that never sleeps. O, tingin si ate, oh. Niisip niya, sino yung dada sa likod ko? Ano to, no? Ganito po ang Amerika. Kung gusto ko pong mag-megaphone, wala din makakapigil sa akin. Kasi I'm in a public space. Bawal lang yung kunwari pumasok ako sa Grand Central, doon ako mag-megaphone. Yan. O kaya nasa loob ako ng subway, nagme-megaphone ako. Ayaw nila yon. Pero pag ganito, meron nga sa baba nagpipreach dun sa likod ng cruise. Naka-ano siya, naka-microphone. So meron siyang very strong mic. Kaya lang hindi na siya dinig dito. So naka-microphone siya, nagpipreach siya doon about Jesus Christ. I mean, I welcome that too. But hey, as if anybody will listen here. But I guess they're thinking they will be able to catch somebody's attention somehow. Good luck. Diba? Good luck to them. Kanya-kanya naman yan eh. Kanina pa sila dito, hindi pa siya matapos magkuha ng picture talaga. Okay lang kasi pagkatapos nito, uwi na siya sa kanila wherever that is. Marami dito buwis buhay. Welcome to the live stream. It's Pinay New Yorker live streaming from Times Square. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up. May nakikita akong pumapasok, lumabas ulit. Goodbye. Ay, nako, like I said, it's a free country. Diba? Ayan. Oo nga, nagre-reflect yung asfalto. Andiyan pa rin sina kuya, oh. Marami sila there. You'll see a lot of cops around here. Some of them patrol, some of them are just staying put. Oo, hindi, busy yan. Naka-duty sila. And they're always like that. Ay, nagkaintindihan sila. Magkababayan siguro sila. Magkababayan sila. Marami ka rin makikitang Filipinos dito na mamasyal. But as for us New Yorkers, we really only go around here to bring friends around or to take vids and make content like I'm doing. I remember meron akong nakikita bandaron behind that vertical billboard. There's like a sitting area. May nag-ano dyan, may nagla-live stream and he's like an elderly black man. Mukhang seryoso kasi ang setup niya is like talagang may camera, may lights, may speakers, but he looks like he's homeless. Pero mukhang umahataw siya kasi yung setup niya ibang klase. If one time I pass him, I'm going to actually ask what's his channel. Of course, I don't know if he's even in YouTube. He might be in Discord or something. Diba? Ang daming umaakit na content creator, naka-selfie sticks. They are all over. Picture pa more. Smile. Wow, naka-isang oras din si Pinay New Yorker. Oh, pinakiusapan nila makipagkodakan on their behalf. Ako minsan naman na pag nare-request akong ganyan, pumapayag ako. Mabait naman daw si Pinay New Yorker. Minsan nga nag-o-offer pa ako, kaya lang nahihiya ako pag ako yung ino-offeran. Like when my son and I are taking pictures together, sometimes nakakadyahe na magpapakodak. Just me. So you can see that the starkness of the lights has changed. So mas ano na siya ngayon, mas matapang. So that's one thing I like about New York also. You hear all languages spoken here. So for me, that is the soundtrack of New York. Besides the sirens, ha? Yung sirena, ano na yun, commonplace talaga. But to hear all these languages spoken. So minsan pag nag-iikot kami, yung kasama ko sabihin niya, oh, they're speaking Hebrew. Or they're speaking Russian. Ganyan kami. Kung ano yung ma-recognize naming language. And it's I think what makes New York very unique. Like you find all the different races, countries, nationalities converging here. And just, enjoying life. Letting everybody live the way they want to live, which is important, diba? Hala, so I missed this. No, I think you don't have to bring me home. I don't want to stay. Nice kuya naman. Everybody standing in front of me. Wala silang pake. Mitch Manalo says, nagwawash lang ako ng plate. Mukhang masarap ang ating naging almusal. I will probably be moving out in a while and heading to wherever I am headed. We have to discuss whether we're heading home, commuting home, or being brought home. I don't want to be brought home. The traffic's going to be horrible both ways. So, para mas mabilis talaga mag-commute via subway. O, di ba, post pa more. Post pa more siya. Content creator siguro to. Pero mukhang Instagram. Ayaw talaga nila magsiupo. Alam naman nila na nagla-livestream ako. That's alright. O, diba? Lahat sila tinatamad naman ako lumipat. At saka I have a very nice perch here. And of course, everybody just decided to stand. Kunan natin. Kasi pagka ginanyan ko yan, uurong yan. Ayan. Okay, tumabi. O, nakahalata si ate. Okay, folks, I think I have to go now. So, thank you so much for keeping me company. Maraming salamat, Michi, Marie, and whoever else is in the house who hasn't said hello. Please don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up. Sana wag siya malaglag. Kanina pa siya atras ng atras. That has happened here. Kaya nga when it rains, they don't let people go up. Because if people go up, it's very dangerous. They can fall. So thank you so much for joining me here in Times Square. And I hope you have a great day there in Manila. I will see you back tomorrow. This is my live stream for the day. And I appreciate your being there with me through it all. Have a great evening. Bye.